Hello students, how are you all? I hope all of you are fine. Welcome back to your next English class. This is your Nupur ma'am. And today I want to discuss about this workbook, right? Your Living English workbook, and there two chapters are there in your syllabus. First is A World for All, right? By the name you can understand world for all. This our world is for all for all the same, right? So there you will get some information about one person. Before that, see here, read about a person who made sure the visually challenged were not left behind in an ever evolving world. Here is a person. The person's name is Louis Braille. Okay, about Louis Braille you will get the information, and he made sure all of us that visually challenged were not left behind in any other in an ever evolving world, a world of difference. Okay, so before starting I want to say you will get, as I told, you will get the information about this person, Louis Braille. Okay, Louis Braille was a French educator, an inventor of a system of reading and writing for use by the blind or visually impaired. Okay, his system remains virtually unchanged to this day and is known worldwide simply as Braille. Okay, and he was born in Coupvray, a very small town about 20 miles east of Paris. Okay, and he was born on 4th January 1809, and he had his three elder siblings. Okay, and there are so many informations you will get inside the chapter about him. And one thing another I will say, you can see the first line, 6 dots, 6 bumps. 6 bumps in different patterns. I think now you can see. Yeah. This 6 dots. This is an inspiring picture book of biography of him, of Louis Braille. He was a blind boy and so determined to read that he invented his own alphabet. Okay, and this kid who created the code, he created some code, 6 dots, 6 bumps, these are codes, and spreading out over the page numbers, letters, words that make us stories, music, math, science, anything can be written. Okay, so I will start. See, 6 dots, 6 bumps in different patterns, like constellations spread out on the page. Constellation, a group of associated or similar people or things. Suppose, or there is one another meaning, a group of stars forming a recognizable pattern that is traditionally named after its apparent form or identified with a mythological form, with a mythological figure. Okay, so he created this code, 6 dots, 6 bumps in different pattern, like constellations spread out on the page. What are they? They are numbers, letters, or words. Who made this code? There are so many questions. Okay, next you get answer. As I told also, the code was created by the remarkable Louis Braille, who was blind and whose work changed the world of reading and writing forever. Okay, so these are what? 6 dots, 6 bumps in different patterns, like constellations spread out on the page. What are they? They are numbers, letters, or words. Who made this code? So these are the codes, and these are created by this famous person, Louis Braille, who was blind and whose work changed the world of reading and writing forever. Louis was from a small town near Paris, I told, France. He was born on 4th January 1809. Louis became blind in an accident. One accident happened and he became blind on that moment when he was 3 years old. He was playing in his father's workshop with a sharp tool when he accidentally hurt his own eye with it. So how it happened? When he was 3 years old, he was playing in his father's workshop with a sharp tool when he accidentally hurt his own eye with it. The wound got infected and the infection spread, leaving Louis blind in both eyes. So by that moment, he got blindness. Now Louis needed a new way to learn. Now he can't see, so he couldn't see. Now he needed some new way to learn. He studied at his old school for 2 more years, but he couldn't learn everything just by listening. He studied at his old school for 2 more years, but he couldn't learn everything just by listening. He could see each and everything you can't understand by listening. You have to see also, right? Things became better when Louis got a scholarship to the Royal Institution for Blind Youth in Paris. This is an institution for the blind youth. So this became better. Things became better when he got a chance, when he got a scholarship to Royal Institution for Blind Youth in Paris when he was 10 years old. But even there, most of the teachers just talked to the students. The library had 14 used books with raised letter, but they were very difficult to read. In the library, there were 14 used books with raised letter. Raised means a little bit big, right? But they were very difficult to read. In 1821, a former soldier named Charles Barber visited the school. This was one incident. See, Barber talked about his invention called night writing, a code of 12 raised dots that let soldiers share top secret information on the battlefield without even having to speak. You know the soldiers' life. They had to do the mission in the night, right? So in 1821, when this soldier came, he talked about his invention called, what type of invention? Night writing, a code of 12 raised dots that let soldiers share top secret information on the battlefield without even having to speak. They couldn't speak. Unfortunately, the code was not easy for the soldiers to learn and use. But those kind of code was not those kind of codes were not easy for the soldiers to learn and use. The young Louis Raleigh quickly realized how useful this system of raised dots could be, provided it was simplified. On that moment, Louis Raleigh realized that how he made it simple, how useful this system of raised dots could be, provided it was simplified. Louis trimmed Barber's 12 dots into 6. Trimmed means reduced. Reduce the amount, the size. So he trimmed Barber's 12th dot into 6 and improved the system by the time he was 15. When he was 15 years old, he improved the system. He published the first ever Braille book in 1829. But he did not stop there. In 1837, he added symbols for maths and music. He didn't stop there. He added some more symbols for maths and music in 1837. Louis Braille went to become a teacher in the school where he had been a student. You got this point? Where he was a student before, now there he became a teacher. He was admired and respected by his pupils, but he did not live to see his system widely adopted. He died at the age of 43 in 1852. Now practically every country in the world uses Braille. Okay. Unfortunately, he died at the age of 43 in 1852. Now practically each and every country in the world uses Braille. Most importantly, people who are visually challenged can use it to communicate independently. Most of the people who are visually challenged, they are using this system, Braille system, to communicate independently, right? So I hope you have understood. If you have any problem, you can ask me in the comment box or in the Zoom class. Okay, so there are some questions. I will move to the question C. Tick the most appropriate option. Louis Braille went blind at birth, in an accident, due to a doctor's fault, or due to a friend's fault. In an accident, right? This is the right answer. So you should tick this answer. Louis Braille had to change his school when he was young because he did not like to school, was finding it difficult to learn only by listening, was told his parents could not afford it, or could not understand the teachers well. So first I had helped you. Now for the next one you have to do. Okay, I can help you, but I will ask you on the Zoom class. Be prepared yourself. So Louis Braille had to change his school. Why? When he was young. Because why? What was the reason? Did not like the school? No. Was finding it difficult to learn only by listening? Yes. Right? Was told his parents? No, I don't think so. Now I think you can guess what is the right answer. Okay, next. Charles Babbage invention, night writing, was useful for doctors, soldiers, sailors, soldiers, or watchmen. You can understand who was Charles Babbage. He was already a soldier, and what kind of system he was telling, about what kind of code he was telling, and that kind of code used in the soldier's life to share top secret information on the battlefield, right? Without speaking. So you can understand soldiers should be right answer. Louis Braille made Charles Babbage's invention easier because it did not help the sailors. It proved to be very expensive, or it was difficult to understand, or soldiers wanted some other code. Now you have to understand, and you will get this answer in this portion. Louis Braille quickly realized how useful this system of raised dots could be, provided it was simplified. So he trimmed 12 dots into 6 and improved the system by the time he was 15. Why? In this portion it is the answer here. Now you have to find. It did not help the sellers? No. It proved to be very expensive. It was difficult to understand. Or soldiers wanted some other code. What should be the answer? Now it depends on you. You will find the answer, and there are so many other questions. These are one word answers from the passage. Use the passage to write the questions that these words answer. Answer an accident question. 10. A teacher. 43. Braille. So what you should do? These are one word answers from the passage. These are the answers. Use the passage to write the questions that these words answer. You have to make the questions. Next. Circle the words or phrases that go with the words in capitals. Make an invention an easy dish your breath. Circle the words or phrases that go with the words in capitals. Means here the words are written in capitals, you have to choose any one and you have to circle the words or phrases which matches the same meaning with this, which is the meaning of these words are same with these capital words. This is your duty. Make invention an invention, an essay, a dish, or your breath. Share happiness, a sneeze, a secret, maths. Admire fever, eating, a person, rain. Simplify, a train, a difficulty, a code, a country. You have to do it. Okay, just prepare it, and if you will write in your copy, so you can do, and I will ask you on the Zoom class. Okay, so till then prepare it. Okay, so if you have any problem, you can ask me in Zoom class also. Okay, so thank you so much. Wait for the next video. Till then, bye bye.